Afternoon, lads. I hope you all are having a lovely day. Stop watching porn! Alright. Anyway, today is the second Brohoshaphat Q&A is what we're doing. First of all though, thank you. Thank you to a lot of people, actually. Thank you, first of all, to everybody who has subscribed, who has left comments, who sent me messages, all that stuff. It's awesome. I love it. I love it. It's always encouraging. It's awesome, and I haven't really thanked you guys enough for that. So definitely 100% thank you. It's always really, really encouraging. Secondly, had a friend of mine who just called me up recently with some encouragement, and that is, you know who you are. So thank you. That was awesome. I really appreciated that. And lastly, I also found out that one of you is the just absolute nicest ever geographic and forensic analyst of photography and videography. So I don't know who you are, but you do, and thank you. That was really, really nice. I read that letter like 10 times in a row. Thank you. That's all I can say. Anyway, so getting right down to business here. Q&A. There's this one question that I got that I was supposed to answer in the last one, but I didn't. So anyway, let's get right down to it now. Are you a mechanic? What's that all like? All that kind of stuff. Let me see here. Let's see, heard you were a mechanic. I was interested in going into that, but I've also had the idea of auto body technician and electrical. What are your thoughts, and how do you enjoy auto mechanics? Becoming a mechanic is one that interests me the most, BTW. It just doesn't pay near as much as the other two, especially auto body, and so on. And then I talked about, in the comments, the spiritual kind of environment, I guess, in that industry. And so I'm just going to go into that a little bit more right now. Yes, I am a mechanic. I work at a shop with other mechanics, and it's fun. I like it. I like the work. I love the people I work with. There are a lot of bad mechanics out there, a lot of bad shops out there, and I'm thankful to have ended up in one of the good ones with some of the best people that I've ever met in this industry. Now, that said, that's as far as work goes. The automotive industry in general, the repair industry, especially as far as I know, is not really the most spiritually encouraging. Most guys in the industry that I've met don't really have stable families, don't really have stable spiritual lives. There are exceptions, of course. This isn't so much a consequence of the job per se, but it is stressful. The scheduling can be good or bad. On one hand, most shops are pretty much strictly first and part of second shift. Most places are open, say 8 to 5, 8 to 6 or something like that, so you're not going to be stuck working crazy third shift stuff or late at night, anything like that. It really is really nice as far as that goes, knowing that you're always going to have a regular shift and not end up working overnight or anything like that. Now, that said, a lot of times you'll get tied up with something that you didn't expect to get tied up with. I've got a friend, the other tech who works with me. A lot of times he'll get stuck on a tougher job for a while, and he's missed family obligations, stuff like that, just because of the way the work is. So it is demanding in that sense. There's a lot of stress for the amount of pay. I don't personally consider it to be my long-term career choice. This is something that I do, but this is not who I am, if that makes sense. So I don't plan on being a mechanic as a regular day job for a significant portion of my life anyway. I don't see that as the way I really want to live. I want to do it on the side and stuff like that, and that's great, and it's definitely a great skill set to have. So by all means, develop that. It's really awesome. It's really fun work in a lot of cases, unless you're working on European cars and stuff like that. But personally, I mean, just to answer the question straight up, get right down to the meat of it here. Yes, I like the work. No, you're right. The pay isn't that fantastic. And as far as the environment, it's not generally very. It's not going to encourage you to live the right way necessarily. Most of the guys in the industry, they drank a lot. They are always talking about women and stuff in ways that I try not to. That we should all not be talking about women. It's going to be. You'll feel very out of place if you are trying to live a virtuous life based on and directed towards the idea of godly masculinity, which is really the whole idea of this channel and everything. So, yeah, take that for what it's worth. In any case, I definitely recommend it to people, at least as a hobby, because you learn a lot of problem solving. It's definitely physical, masculine work. There's no denying that. And hey, it's fun, and you'll save a lot of money being able to do your own work instead of paying somebody else to do it. The markup on parts and labor, I will tell you guys, is just crazy. It is, it's insane. So, just keep that in mind, all right? Yeah, that's about all I can say about that. If you have any more questions about that, then let me know, but that's just kind of the broad strokes on that. But anyway, next question here. Running out of time already. 6 minutes in. Let's see. Okay, this is from somebody else. I would love to hear your advice on getting over the hurdle of starting to make videos, because I've encouraged you guys to make videos before of your own. I'm a Carlos College student who lives in a dorm, and I have nowhere to go to make videos where I'm not surrounded by people I know. It's hard to start talking to the camera when you know that other people are watching and listening. Keep running with endurance, brother. Yeah, I get that. As you may have noticed, I don't really record videos with other people around either. And most of the time it is in my car. And if you don't have a car, well, that kind of sucks. But, I don't know. Can you find somewhere that you can do it? Can you walk somewhere or heck, it might be tough in a college, but if you've got a college ministry or something, try and find some other guys who are on board with you on this and see if you can make videos together. I'm sure between all of you, you can, find or arrange to have a place where you can all, do this together. I do videos with other people, and so those are some of the best ones, is the ones I do with my brother, Koth Eli, a video I did with brother Andrew. There's other people that I want to do videos with, like several other people that I want to do videos with but haven't yet. The one thing I will say, okay, look for a way to do it, and if God wants you to do it, you will be able to find a way. And if there is just no way at all that you can do it, then maybe God doesn't want you to do it right now. God will always make a way for you to carry out whatever plans He has for you. All right? And so if you're just completely prevented, and there is absolutely nothing you can do about this, and I don't mean it's inconvenient for you to do something about it, or that it's not risky for you to do something about it. If you cannot go through with this, then maybe God doesn't want you making videos right now. I mean, that's just maybe the way it is. God has different plans for different people, and I know I encourage all of you to tell your story. But I'm not God. So anyway, figure something out. I don't know. I don't know your particular situation. You do better than I do. But hey, it doesn't have to be in a car. It doesn't have to be alone. It doesn't have to be in some, it doesn't have to be somewhere that you're normally around, That's what we can walk for. So see if you can walk somewhere that you can do this. I don't know if there's a park near you or woods or anything like that, but hey, see if you can figure something out. And if you can't, then wait until God gives you the opportunity. All right. Next question is, let's see. Somebody else asked if I was a mechanic. Yes, I am. Let's see. Is there an official Brohoshaphat G Discord server? No, there is not. I don't really have any servers or active groups or anything for communication. If you guys would be interested in that, if you'd be interested in like a big group for all of us somewhere on some medium, whether it's Discord or I don't really know anything about Discord, Twitter, Kick, Facebook, whatever, then let me know. Leave comments and stuff, and I will. I'm busy. I'm really busy right now over the holidays and stuff, but we'll see if we can get something worked out. I love the idea of having a community that all works together and fights together and all that good stuff. So, let me know what you think. Brohoshaphat, you've mentioned before that you used 4chan's politically incorrect board and maybe 8chan's politically incorrect board. Yes, I have. Haven't been on there in a while, though. I've been mostly on the Christian board on 8chan. I know some of you are actually from there, so yes, I'm still among you. Secretly, anonymously. But I am there. Have you ever heard of the YouTube channel Common Filth? He runs a fantastic podcast on YouTube and talks extensively about Christianity and to a lesser extent porn. I had heard about him a few times, and I did listen to, like I said, I've been busy. I managed to listen to half of one of his podcasts, and I actually kind of liked it. You know, it's pretty good what I listened to anyway. I know a lot of people give him, trash talk him for whatever. I don't really know. I don't really pay that much attention to what people say about other people that much, but I know he's not very popular among a lot of people, but I liked what I heard, so yeah, I will definitely be listening to more in the future. Lately, I've been listening to more Steven Anderson, who is also a very, very widely hated character, so I don't know. Take that for what it's worth. I can't really endorse either of the two. All I know is that what I have heard has been good. What I've heard from their mouths has been good. So, there you go. I think that's about all the questions to catch up on right now. Like I said, I am active on the Christian board on 8chan, so I'm going to take a few from the thread there, which might be common questions. I don't know. Let's see here. I know a lot of people ask some really common questions here, and I should have highlighted a few so that I could go over them, because there were some good ones that I was thinking about going over in a video. Okay, here's a good one. This one that I actually answered in the thread. Can a Christian look at sexy women at all? Okay, this goes into the territory of, does it count if? And, well, you know, what is this actually about? Is this about not looking at genitals? Or is this about not watching or hearing or reading about sex acts? Or is this about you can read about them but you can't watch them? Okay, this is not about what things or images or whatever are permissible or impermissible. You're missing the point here. Okay, the point is that you can't see a girl with this amount of clothing, but you can see a girl with this much more clothing. That's not what it's about. It's not about what you're seeing so much as how you're seeing it. Jesus didn't say whoever sees a boob has committed adultery in his heart. That's not what he said. He says, if a man looks after a woman to lust after her, then he has committed adultery with her in his heart. That is the point of this. The point of this is eliminating lust, not these particular types of sites, I guess. So this is first and foremost a battle of the mind, not of the eyes. Okay, this was never about the eyes. The eyes are only a middleman. That is all they are. And that's why I say it's just as bad to entertain fantasies and stuff like that as it is to watch porn. You know, it's just cutting out the middleman. That's all it is. So, again, can a Christian look at sexy women at all? Yes, absolutely, 100%. But you should not be looking lustfully at them. That's the point. And hey, if you cannot see somebody who looks like that without having that kind of mindset, without having a lustful mindset while you're seeing them, then look away. Okay, that's what you got to do. That's just what you got to do, all right? And I know that'll make you a weirdo, and especially if you're a mechanic and your buddy's showing you, oh, dude, look at this thing I found on Facebook. Isn't she hot? Yeah, then you might look like a weirdo for, being like, for turning away, for not going along with it and say, oh, yeah, man, I'm going to jack off to that later. No, okay? Yeah, you might look like a weirdo. People might think you're strange or who knows what, or gay. I don't know. People might think all kinds of things, and oh no, wouldn't that be horrible if people thought things about you? But don't let that stop you, all right? So, anyway, can a Christian look at sexy woman? Yes, but you cannot lust. And to kind of add to that, you should not even be lusting after fully clothed women who don't necessarily appear conventionally sexy, but if you are looking lustfully at a fully clothed woman, guess what? That is still sin. And I will say there's a difference between recognizing that somebody is attractive and looking at them lustfully. Don't pretend you don't know the difference, all right? So, your body will usually let you know which side of that line you're on, all right? Let's see. Anyway, we've been on this video for a while. This might be it here for now. I'll just scan through here real quick, see if there is anything else I want to touch on real quick, but I think that might be it for now. So anyway, I will do more of these videos if y'all have more questions for me. So definitely message me questions, leave questions in the comments, all that good stuff. Oh, here's one. Here's one that a lot of you are probably wondering. How do I find a good girlfriend? All right. I'm not going to answer that question completely right now. Instead, I'm going to answer that question with another question. Are you the kind of man that you would want your daughter or sister to marry? Okay. Ask yourself that first. If the answer is no, get to work and don't worry about getting a girlfriend until you've got that sorted. All right? So, yeah, that's a good conclusion right there. So anyway, I know a lot of people are that's one of their big motivations is getting a girlfriend and all that kind of stuff, and they wonder, well, how? How? I'm working on this whole quitting porn thing. I'm on NoFap. I'm on that NoFap train. But, how? How do I find a good girlfriend? And that is the first thing I would say. That's the first step you've got to take, all right? So, that's it for now. Y'all have a lovely day. God bless you guys. Like I said, leave me more questions. I love them. I love questions and answering them and all that kind of stuff. I will answer to the best of my ability. But yeah, that's about it. So, take it easy, but not too easy. Have a lovely day. God bless you guys. Do not watch porn. Just don't do it. Don't do it. All right? Take it easy. I will talk to you later.